All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, sisters, YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. I want to talk to you here this morning about the subject or the topic, happiness in life. Number one, nobody in this world is responsible for your happiness. Nobody. Listen to me. The only person that can make you happy in this world is you. Your joy or your misery is all predicated upon your outlook, the choice of people who you choose to keep company with. Some people are healthy for you, some are not. Some relationships can bring a benefit to both parties, some not. You are the one that's going to have to make the choice and decision to determine in life if you're going to continue on in friendships, relationships, associations, or whatever it may be with people who you choose to have fellowship with. For instance, if you're in a job, you don't like it, that's your fault. Change. Well, see, what we want to do is saddle our unhappiness on everybody else. We want the whole world to center. We want the whole world to function the way we want it in order for us to be happy. But you know that the world doesn't operate like that. It does not operate like that at all. And you know, there's an old saying. I've been talking about this a lot. You can tell who a man or woman is by the company they keep. You can tell the character of a man or a woman by the company they keep. You have no further to look than somebody's friends or somebody's brothers, associates, friends, or whatever. And of course, some people will add joy to your life. Some people will add misery to your life. But I tell you what, I'm telling you right now that this life is entirely too short to continue having drama, depression, oppression, obsession, heaviness and sorrow in it. I mean, it's too short. It seems like, and I used to think the same thing. When I was younger, I used to think, man, 50 years old, man, that is old. Man, that is old. Well, I'm almost 50 now. I'm a few years shy of 50, and I'm like, whoa. That first 48 years went by pretty fast. Dang. I'm here. And of course, you know, with the condition I'm shaping that I'm in, which I am responsible for. Nobody is responsible for my personal well-being and welfare. I am directly responsible for my health. Not the hospitals. Nobody. I am responsible for what goes in this mouth and how I take care of this temple. I am. I can't blame ship like so many people do. You know, here in this society, we learn how to play victim. I know I changed thoughts here for myself. But anyway, let me go back. Hey, I'm at 50. I'm like, man, it's really not that old. But I'm closer to the end than I was in the beginning. That's the truth. So, whatever we experience in life, you know, pain, heartache, all of this, we experience this because we refuse to make changes in our lives. We refuse to remove people, or we refuse to change what we put in our mouths. We refuse to do the things that we know that is necessary. For instance, you know, the body, for instance. The body in itself, this thing right here, which the Bible calls the temple of Yah. And of course, now when you look at yourself, you know, just do this. Just do this test for yourself. Take off your clothes, go look in the mirror, and see if you are content with what you see. Now, if you're content, it matters not what anybody else says. If you are happy, it matters not what nobody else says. But don't sit up there and look at another woman and be envious of her shape, envious of her beauty, because she is constantly pulling maintenance on herself to make sure that she maintains herself. Don't sit up there and allow a jealous spirit to come over you, because this woman has determined that she is going to live a quality life. And in that life, she's going to make sacrifices to make sure she takes care of herself. Vice versa. Man, don't sit up there and look at another man and compare yourself and sit up there and be envious and say, I wish I looked like him. I wish I was in good shape of him. And then you get mad and upset because this man receives more attention than you do, simply because he has chosen to pour maintenance on himself. Don't get upset at that, because, I mean, you and you alone are personally responsible for your condition. You and you alone, you're personally responsible for your attitude, your outlook on life, your education, your health, your welfare, and your being. Nobody else. Nobody else. The doctor is not responsible. I know that we love to play blame shift. We love to saddle everything and put everything on everybody else. And we love to say and put forth the finger and say, you are the cause for my unhappiness. You are the cause for me being at a state of unrest. If it wasn't for you, hold on. If you don't like what's going on in your life, regardless of what people say, you're the one that's ultimately responsible for change. Others may not like it. Family may not like it. Friends may not like it. But after all, you've got to do what's best for you if you're expecting to live a, look at this, quality life. I've learned one thing about something in this world right here. That if you're going to continue to maintain a happy disposition, you're not going to do it as long as you have negative people around you. You've got to surround yourself by people who have positive influence, and those who can see the warning signs, and those who will be a friend to you and say, look at here, you need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing that. Now, again, that's predicated upon your choice and decision, but nobody can make you happy but you. And your personal relationship with the Father. For instance, I'm not responsible for your happiness. I'm not. I am here for your edification. I am here for your exhortation. I am here for your comfort. Yeah, I am. And if you can't find comfort with me, then you know what? All you have to do is change. Go to another YouTube channel. That's your prerogative. But if you choose what you call bad and disagreeable people, you choose to have them in your life, there's nobody's fault but yours. There's no need in murmuring and complaining that life sucks. When you have the ability and power in your heart to do it. Well, I know I'm talking to somebody out there this morning. But I can tell you one thing. I don't keep negative people around me too long. It's why? Because life is too short. Now that's not to say that you're not going to have war. That's not to say you're not going to have disagreements. That's not to say, it all predicated again on your education and how you handle these things. But I can tell you one thing, that this life right here, and I'm going to say it again, it is entirely too short for you to be miserable in. I remember when I chose to follow the real Messiah, the real Christ. When I did this, I found out that a lot of people are just religious hypocrites. And of course, I'm the type of person, in the world they call it talking crap. That attitude hasn't changed me whatsoever at all. Because, if you talk crap, you should be able to back it up. And if you're backing it up, it's not bragging, it's not talking crap, it is a fact. If you understand what I mean. It is a fact. But, hey, I tell you what, there are people out there all day long who disagree with me concerning, and I'm going to use terms that you're familiar with, my point of view, my perspective, my viewpoint on religious truth. That's your prerogative. You can do that. But however, don't be like a lot of these ignorant folks out here and say, I disagree. Where'd you get your disagreement from? Because the majority of your disagreements were formed based on agreements that you have made in the past from what somebody else told you and what you chose to personally accept as truth. Not that it was truth in itself. And You know, if I take a stance or position on something, I'm willing to go to bat, go to fight, go to have a debate vigorously over it. Because when I adopt a position and I take it, hey, I'm telling you, you're going to find out that I'm not easily moved from it at all, especially it's the truth. Because, you know, the one thing I found out in life, be it religious or social, and especially like the monetary, you know, I know that silver is real money. You may continue to hold on to Federal Reserve notes. That's your prerogative. But as for me, my house, I'm going to continue to keep storing real wealth, which is tangible assets. You do what you want. But don't get on here. You can if you want to. You can get on here and say disparaging comments. You can talk about me. You can slander me. You can lie. You can defame my character and stuff. Which today, you know, defamation is something that can literally be sued. Especially if someone who owns a business and you're putting out false reports and you're affecting their business or their cash flow, like in the world and stuff, they can sue you for defamation. And that's an option because you got a lot of people that just simply will not stop. They simply will not stop because they're miserable. Their life is miserable, and they're going to do whatever they can to make everybody else's life miserable. But we do have a court of law in this world, a system that most people, if they're not afraid of righteous law, they are afraid of man's law. And you can use that. And I would suggest that you do use that for anyone who is causing a lot of trouble in your life, and you simply can't shake them because they may not fear Yah, but they do fear man. I promise you that. And that man right there, boy, he gonna get them too because he gonna make them pay. And I use the system to my advantage. I really like right now. I have a company that I'm getting ready to sue. I'm getting ready to sue this company, all because the product that they delivered to me was not what I told them I wanted. They gave me what they wanted, and I have all the proof in the world. Not only that, you know, I'm blessed because I surround myself by good people. I also have an attorney that's helping me with the paperwork and everything I need to do as far as to go forward and to sue this company. And I am going to sue this company and cause a lot of pain. And I'm actually going to win. I know I'm going to win because I've done my due diligence. I've done my research. And I've got friends in high places that can go beyond what I can research and help me in areas that I'm not an expert in. And I think it's a beautiful thing. But I am going to sue and I am going to win. Now, is it going to inconvenience me to go down, to drive an hour and a half away? Is it going to inconvenience me to go through all? Yeah, but I assure you I'm not going to experience any heartache and pain. You know why? Because I have an expected end. Because this company, if they ever going to think about abusing somebody again, it'd be the last person that they ever abuse. But if they choose to continue to keep going on their way, they can. But I promise you one thing, I'm not going to do any business with them. I'm going to tell you what else I'm going to do. I'm going to write an article in the Tennessean newspaper, and I'm going to send it by my lawyer friends, and I'm going to let them put those words in there that would trigger the attitude and consciousness of intelligent people. And I'm going to do everything that I can after I win this case. I'm going to do everything I can to destroy and affect their business. You know the reason why? Do you know the reason why? Because they, from the very beginning, would not return the product that I told them that I didn't want, that they sent me. I wanted brand new, not something used sitting on the floor. And they didn't want to act right. And I know that since interaction between man and man is so unjust, I've got to use the system that they're afraid of. And then I'm going to report them to the Better Business Bureau. Yeah, I am too. But I'm going to do all this after I win the case. I'm not going to stop the heat at just winning the case. I'm going to continue on this heat right here for a long time. Because I'm going to let them know you have barked up the wrong tree. Here I am, the consumer, that spent thousands of dollars for a product, and you're going to give me some used product that you want. And I try my best to resolve this, and I can't tell you how many ways, but they refuse. I don't know why, but they just chose to, the owner just simply refused to take this back and give me what I want, what I paid for, what I asked for. And he thinks that he's in a win-win situation. He really, truly do. And, and I have the statute of limitations on my side. I'm going to get them. I'm going to cause a lot of pain for this company. Because I have people in high places that know how to do it. And I'm not going to let up. Man, I am getting wore out this morning. And I'm not going to let up. As a matter of fact, isn't that something? I have a text message right here from my lawyer friend. Isn't that something? Isn't that something this morning? So, and I'm going to make an example out of this. And I want to let them know, no telling how many consumers that this company has done it for. Now, do I let them stress me out and cause me a lot of pain? No. I told them. I assured them. I looked at the owner straight in the eye. I said, you have a choice here to do the right thing. If you don't do the right thing, I'm telling you, I will sue you and I will see you. Of course, how many times they heard that? How many people going to follow through? Most people don't follow through, but I assure you I'm following through. I guarantee it. And he probably thinks that, hey, well, people say that all the time. Well, he's going to see me. He's going to see me in court. And I'll let you know how it turn out, too. I surely will. I will definitely let you know. Because even if he wants to try to make it right after we use the strong arm of the law or the court system, I'm still going to tell him, no, I will not do business with a man of this kind of character. No, I don't want his product. I will go somewhere else. Someone who's a little bit more appreciative and someone who has integrity and will keep their word. That's what I would do. But I will not do business with this. And if the judge and everybody, hey, that's fine. You judge, it's your choice, your decision. I don't want him on my land. I don't want his people on my land. I don't want any association with them at all. I want them, hey, that's fine and good. I'm telling you, I'm not going to let this rest. Because I already know I'm in a win-win situation. I already know it. And so I'm gonna really truly put the screws to these people. I really truly am. Why? Because they are lawless. And they are not going to submit to any righteous law. Again, I have tried everything I could to make sure that these people, I try to have a civil conversation. And then one time I got heated because I got sick and tired of them thinking that they could just take an advantage of me because I'm a consumer. You know what I mean? I'm the one that's going and spending my money for a product and you are there to accommodate me. And they chose not to. And I'm going to let them know that you done messed with the wrong one. You really, truly missed the wrong one. And this one wrongdoing is going to literally cost them, even in the future, thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. Simply because they chose not to do right by me. But that's okay. But I promise I haven't lost any sleep. I don't get stressed about the situation. I'm going to use the law for the lawless. That's how it is. Hey, ain't no need, because getting excited, getting stressed out about a situation like this, and I'm using this to contrast this with happiness, what good is that going to do for you or I? What good is it going to do for me? Because all I'm going to do is get myself in an emotional wreck, cause my health to decline. And I'm not going to let these people allow me to get angry and let them to control me. I'm not going to do that. Life still goes on. Life still goes on. And that's the reason why we have this system set up. Use the law for the lawless. Now, if he chose to do things right, I tried my best. But hey, in other words, I'm not going to let this company make me unhappy. I'm not going to stop living life simply because they will not do right. People are the same way. It's your choice, your decision. You pick and choose what you're going to do. But don't worry. Be happy. Remove anyone that is toxic to you out of your life. You have choices. You have decisions. It's too short. Don't live in misery and pain when you can be happy. Woo! Woo! Don't worry. Woo! Be happy. Woo! Don't worry. Be happy now.